This is International Royals TV, and thank you for clicking. So today we will be continuing on with Prince Philip's life history, and we are on session number 2. Previously we did session number 1, and that was an introduction to his life. And if you've missed out on that, you'll find it in the playlist section and on the community tab. And today's session is called Early Life and Education, and session number 2. And the source I'm reading from is Wikipedia. So let's go. Early life and education in terms of Prince Philip's life history, family, infancy, and exile from Greece. Prince Philip of Greece and Denmark was born on 10th of June 1921 on the dining room table in Mon Repos. Wow, on the dining room table. A villa on the Greek island of Corfu. He was the only son and fifth and final child of Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark and his wife, Princess Alice of Battenberg. Philip's father was the fourth son of King George I and Queen Olga of Greece. And his mother was the eldest child of Louis Mountbatten, first Marquis of Hilford Haven, and Victoria Mountbatten, Marchioness of Milford Haven, formerly Prince Louis of Battenberg, and Princess Victoria of Hesse and by Rhine. I hope I pronounced that well. Hesse or Hesse. I think it's Hesse. By Rhine. Okay, let's continue. A member of the House of Glucksburg, Philip was a prince of both Greece and Denmark by virtue of his patrilineal descent from George I of Greece and George's father, Christian. I'm not so good with Roman numerals. It's a 1 and an X. So you can let me know that in the comment section. So Christian, I'm not sure what his number is, of Denmark. He was from birth in the line of succession to both thrones. Philip's 4 elder sisters were Margarita, Theodora, Cecil, and Sophie. He was baptized in the Greek Orthodox rite at St. George's Church in the old fortress in Corfu. His godparents were his maternal, let's read that again. His godparents were his paternal grandmother, his cousin, Crown Prince George of Greece, his uncle, Lord Louis Mountbatten, and the mayor of Corfu, Alexandros Kokotos. Let's hope I pronounced that right. Let's continue. Shortly after Philip's birth, his maternal grandfather died in London. The Marquis of Milford Haven was a naturalized British subject who, after a career in the Royal Navy, had renounced his German titles and adopted the surname Mountbatten, an Angelicalized version of Battenberg. During the First World War, owing to anti-German sentiment in the United Kingdom, after visiting London for his grandfather's memorial service, Philip and his mother returned to Greece, where Prince Andrew had remained to command a Greek army division embroiled in the Greco-Turkish War. Greece suffered significant losses in the war, and the Turks made substantial gains. Philip's uncle and high commander of the Greek expeditionary or expeditionary. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. I do apologize. Expeditionary. I think that is. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong. Philip's uncle and high commander of the Greek expeditionary force, King Constantine I, was blamed for the defeat and was forced to abdicate in September 1922. The new military government arrested Andrew along with others. General Georgioi, sorry, I can't pronounce these, Haitian Nestis was among commanding officer of the army, and 5 senior politicians were arrested, tried, and executed in the trial of the 6. Oh my gosh. Andrew's life was also believed to be in danger, and Alice was under surveillance. Finally, in December, a revolutionary, do apologize, a revolutionary court banished Andrew from Greece for life. Oh, wow. The British naval vessel HMS Calypso evacuated Andrew's family, with Philip carried to safety in a fruit box. Wow, in a fruit box as a baby. This is very interesting. I find it so interesting. I never knew all this. And we are discussing Prince Philip's life history, which was Queen Elizabeth II's husband. I know both of them have passed away. Both of them are late now, so it's quite nice to reminisce on their life history. So let's move on to upbringing in France, Britain, and Germany. Philip's family settled in a house in the Paris suburb of St. Cloud, lent to him by his wealthy aunt, Princess George of Greece and Denmark. During his time there, Philip was first educated at the Elms, an American school in Paris run by Donald McJanet, who described Philip as a know-it-all smarty. What? Who described Philip as a know-it-all smarty person. Okay, but was always remarkably polite. Ah, that's cool. In 1930, Philip was sent to Britain to live with his maternal grandmother at Kensington Palace and his uncle, George Mountbatten, 2nd Marquis of Milford Haven, at Linden Manor in Bray, Berkshire. I think it's Berkshire. He was then enrolled at Cheam School. Over the next 3 years, his 4 sisters married German princes and moved to Germany. His mother was diagnosed with schizophrenia and placed in an asylum. Oh, wow. And his father took up residence in Monte Carlo. Philip had little contact with his mother for the remainder of his childhood. Ah, wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Source I'm reading from is Wikipedia if you'd like to follow up on any of this. And we've also got an audio playlist in the playlist section, and it's called Prince Philip's Life History, and you'll also find that on the Cringe tab as well. So let's continue. Yeah, Philip had little contact with his mother for the remainder of his childhood. I found that quite sad. In 1933, Philip was sent to Schloss. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at pronouncing things. I can't pronounce these. I'll do my best. Schloss Salem. Anyone correct me in the comment section if you can pronounce these things better than I can. Let's continue. So he was sent to in that place in Germany, which had the advantage of saving school fees, okay, because it was owned by the family of his brother-in-law, Berthold Margrave of Baden. With the rise of Nazism in Germany, Salem's Jewish founder Kurt Hahn fled persecution and founded Gordonstoun School in Scotland, to which Philip moved after 2 terms at Salem. In 1937, his sister Cecil, her husband George Donatus, hereditary Grand Duke of Hesse, I think it's Hesse, their 2 sons, and George Donatus' mother, Donatus' mother, were killed in an air crash. Oh my gosh, in Ostend. Oh no. Philip, then 16 years old, attended a funeral in Darmstadt. Oh, he had quite a tough upbringing, had a quite tough start to life. Cecil and George Donatus were members of the Nazi Party. The following year, Philip's uncle and guardian, Lord Milford Haven, died of bone marrow cancer. Milford Haven's younger brother, Lord Louis, took parental responsibility for Philip for the remainder of his youth. He had quite a tough upbringing. Let's continue. Philip did not speak Greek because he had left Greece as an infant. In 1992, he said that he could understand a certain amount. He stated that he thought of himself as Danish and spoke mostly English, while his family was multilingual. Known for his charm in his youth, Philip was linked to several women, including Osla Benin. Interesting. Let's continue. So we've got, okay, I think that brings us to the end of this session number 2. And in session number 3, we are going to talk about naval and wartime service. Yeah. And if you have missed out on any of the episodes, we've got a playlist in the playlist section, and it's called Prince Philip's Life History. And we've also got that on the community tab. And we also have Queen Elizabeth II's life history and Princess Anne's life history as well. So if you'd like to catch up in there, you can catch up in there after this. And I'll please ask you to thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'm going to put up a poll question, so please do answer our poll question before you go. And hopefully I'll see you on the next episode, which will be called Naval and Wartime Service. And source I'm reading from is Wikipedia.